And we're back, Human Nuggets here with some more Modern Warfare 2 content for you today. We've got the Tempus Torrent finished out to its 1,000 kills, so we can go ahead and chuck the charm on for that one. There we are. And here's the loadout I was using. I went through several iterations of what I was using, but this is the one I ended up being the most happy with. We got the second ZX grip tuned in towards sprint to fire and recoil steadiness. The Choreo Precision Factory tuned in towards walking speed and ADS speed. The Slimline Pro tuned in far and a little bit towards ADS speed. The FSS OLV Laser tuned in ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. And the 14-inch Chroma LRS barrel tuned in damage range and recoil steadiness. Yeah. So it was very fine line to walk between being too slow and having too little recoil control, so that's why I went through so many iterations of trying to get this one done. But I ended up being pretty happy with this for the gun, so. Why do I always seem to get black gold when I'm making videos? I hate this map so much. But we all know that the Tempus Torrent is the best best gun in the game, because it brought us the banana camo. And, you know, you can't beat that. But beyond that, as an actual weapon, it is decently good. I wouldn't put it in my top guns, but you know, it works well in a very specific kind of way. Which, God, why does this map exist? But it's like you can push with it, but you can't rush with it, is how I would put it. You need to have a more methodical approach to how you do everything. Because it has quite a long one-shot headshot range, so it can it's very effective up to mid-range. And theoretically in close range, but something about it, I don't know, just in close quarters, I have a hard time tracking people with this gun, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because it's no different to any other gun in that kind of way, but yeah, just something about it didn't work for me in that kind of sense. But even when you don't get a one-shot headshot, it is usually a two-shot kill at pretty much all ranges, at least on 6v6 maps. You know, playing on Invasion or something is an entirely different kind of beast. But yeah, on 6v6 maps, it's pretty much always a two-shot kill. I did sometimes randomly get it take more, but I don't know if that could be anything from lag to, you know, because my internet has been really shit lately. This is actually my second attempt recording the video, because my internet randomly cut out, and, well, obviously an online game doesn't like it when you have no internet, so. You can see there, like, I was hitting his knees there, and I still got two-shot kill. It was fairly close, obviously, but just kind of that concept tracks.
The enemy took Charlie.
Come on, you fuck.
Securing Alpha. Planting Mike. Securing objective Alpha. Effective fire. Alpha secure.
I get this map so often. Like, I know I said it pretty much for all my videos, which it does seem to be, but it's also one of the most common maps I encounter. So I'm, like, progressively learning all the, like, random extra ways you can get up places, like them pipes on the side there. Nobody fucking knows that exists. So you can regularly get a sneak kill if you can get up to that point without being spotted. But yeah, I think it's the first shot seems to have a lot of recoil in the vertical direction, and then after that it's just kind of a side-to-side recoil pattern. Like, obviously with some going up, but there's like a noticeable jump at the beginning. So you could see that it jumped up and then it was just like kind of centralized. So that is something to be wary of, especially if you are trying to go for them headshots. If you're like just slightly off and you went for it, you might end up being too high above them. So with its like one shot range and, you know, pretty much always being a 2-shot after that, you could effectively use it to kind of hold down a position if you wanted to, I would assume. That's not how I like to play, so that's why the build isn't set up towards that. This is kind of the best build I could find for being on the move constantly. And as I said, yeah, don't rush too hard. You don't have the mobility for it, and if you get caught off guard by an SMG or an assault rifle, you're just outclassed. In a fair gunfight, you can win half the time or so, probably. But if they spot you because you're pushing before you can kind of get lined up, then you're probably going to lose out. Unless they're a bit of a bot themselves.
Taking Alpha. Taking Charlie.
Now, the stealth barrel and the other long barrel do have fairly similar profiles, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. If you did go for the 21-inch barrel instead of the 14-inch with the suppressor inbuilt, you might want to put on like a muzzle instead of one of the other attachments we got. Which obviously that's sacrificing something, but just to help with that initial vertical recoil, you might be able to be slightly more aggressive like that. But I was pretty happy with chucking on the suppressor one. I think it had slightly better recoil pattern. If I'm remembering correctly, I did hover over it at the beginning to show what it claims to do, so you guys will probably be able to remember from the start of the video, or go back and check it if it's something you're actually thinking about. Fuck off, camping in the fucking corner. Look at this, fucking prone behind the cinder block. What a piece of fucking shit. Fuck you, pal. But I think that's really all we have to say about the Tempus Torrent. It's worth a check out if you haven't used it before, especially unlock the banana camera. We like the banana camera here. Legitimately, if I'm not using a mastery camera, that is the one I will use. So I'm not being sarcastic or anything, I actually love that camera on most weapons. There's a couple it doesn't work on, but for the most part it's fucking great and I love it. But yeah, so we'll leave it there for today. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.